Swap over to the PC. Whoa. Is it working? Is it working? We got the followers going across the side. You might notice that this is a little different to normal. I'm actually streaming all this on my Mac. And I hope it doesn't just explode because I'm trying to stream things at the same time. So let me just, before we do anything, check one of these and see whether I can hear it. Okay, good. I've got sound. Does anyone watching have sound on playing these videos? Get one on camera. Thank you. Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Let's try and turn it down to about there. About there, maybe? Maybe about there? Maybe I need to turn the volume of the mic up a little bit. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, I think we're sorted. Right. So, hello everyone. This is a bit different to normal. Usually we're playing a game, but today, because I'm a little bit behind and I've been so busy since I've been away, I haven't had a chance to do this yet, and I'm hoping to get the video out by Friday. First of all, cheers. Let's start with opening this monster, because I'm going to need it tonight. I'm very excited though. So basically I've been away at Insomnia and I was recording a video of the event. I spent a few hours over the past few evenings going through every single file that I've got here and organising them all. So the next step is I've got my template here to go in and find the folder and import all the files. As I've never actually done this before, can someone just let me know whether you can actually see everything properly? And I'll pull up a video clip here. Let me know whether you can see that on the stream. Maybe I can try and make it a little bit bigger. It should be okay. Let me know whether you can hear it as well. I'm glad that it's not lagging or anything, because I was a little bit worried. So, should be good. So, basically, what I've got here is this random set of files with all numbers here. They actually came from this. If you can see that on the camera. Yes, this is my new Zoom F2 field recorder, which is a lav mic, but it's actually one that's got float audio, 32-bit. So, in theory, it shouldn't have any sort of clipping or anything. So, what I need to do now is check the media duration here and match that with one of these files that says main. So maybe this one, maybe that one. Let's watch these, see which one it is. Hey everyone, I'm here at Insomnia. I got to come in early before everyone else, so let's go and... No, I didn't like that one because my hair got in the way. And Insomnia is definitely living up to its name because it was way too hot in the hotel last night and we hardly... No. This one. I think this is the one I was happy with. We're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in. It's a shame that didn't actually say Insomnia. Gets a chance to come around. So that is 4 minutes 49. There should be one that matches. Is it this one? Hey everyone, wait. Yes, it is that. So what you need to do, highlight that. Highlight the actual file there, right click and go on synchronize clips. I'll call that main 1 and press OK, and then it should go through, check the audio and check the video, and if everything matches then we should have a new main clip here and we can drag that into the timeline, and this will be our basis to work on. So let's see how this sounds now. It's very quiet, but the thing with this is I should be able to do that and then bring the volume up a bit, and it shouldn't clip at all, which I'll be very impressed if it doesn't. Hey everyone, we're here at Hey, it actually sounds really good. Wow. Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show, so I'm going to have a quick walk around now. So the next thing I want to try and do, I was actually quite surprised that this worked as well, because the lens that I was using, if I can show that there. This is actually for an APS-C camera, not a full frame camera, even though I'm using the full frame camera here. But what I found out was that I can use this Sigma 16mm, and apart from a little bit of vignetting in the corner, it's basically fine. So what you can do, I don't even know whether I'll need to do this, but if you zoom in by about, let's try 105%. Yeah, there you go. Pretty much gone. A little bit flickering still. Let's try 110. Yeah, then you can't even really tell that it wasn't made for that camera. And if you put some stabilization on as well, just a little bit, because the lens doesn't have any inbuilt stabilization. So if you put a little bit on, then, you know, maybe it'll actually look just as good as using a regular full frame lens. So we'll see. And I hope you guys will find this interesting. I take it no one's going to show up to the live stream, so I'm going to probably do this anyway, and then I'll upload it onto my gameplay channel. And anyone who's watching over there on YouTube, hello YouTube people, let me know whether you thought this was interesting. Maybe I can do more in the future, because I've been trying to think of ways of combining all of the different things that I'm doing. We just need to wait for these to import. And transcode, it is going a little bit slower because I've got OBS open at the same time. While it's doing that, I can show you some of the photos as well, because I didn't import these. So here's something fun. This was from the Moving Out game at Team 17. That was great fun to play on. And we got a little goodie bag and a little set of plushies. There's one of the photo ops at Tekken 8. So we had fun doing that. There's a giant racing chair as well. And there was so much cool stuff. We're going to get through into actually putting some of this in the video a bit later on. I was very happy to play this. I'm sure you guys know what this is. Radiant Silver Gun Classic. And Tetris Grandmaster Terror Instinct was also really cool to play. And this is something else that's kind of unique to Insomnia. This is the LAN party room, where basically everyone just can bring their own computers and just hang out here and play games together. And it was just so insanely big. I got there really early in the morning, so I think a lot of people were still asleep, or they'd gone home because this was on the final day. But even so, it was really cool to see. And there were some people even there doing jigsaw puzzles, which was really cool. So I would love to try and take my own computer one day and actually, you know, be able to explore this room and play against people and stuff. Hey, we got someone in the chat. Kana, hey, how's it going? Yeah, Insomnia was great. I'm just sorting out all my files here. And the idea is that I did this walk around at the start of the show. We got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show. So I'm going to have a quick walk around now and see what we can find, and then we're going to go over to the entrance and watch everyone coming in. There's some really cool stuff here. The idea is that once this is finished, I don't even know if I need to do that dominant motion thing really, but I'm going to use this as the sort of A-roll for the video, because in this I talk about the different areas, and then the plan is that when you get to a different area, I've actually gone through and numbered and labelled all these already. So let's say I want to talk about indie games, then I can drag in that bit of footage. And I also did a few interviews as well, which will be cool. And don't worry about the sound; it'll sound a lot better once I've got the once I've got it connected. There was another interview as well somewhere. Let's see what else is fun that I can show while we're waiting for this to transcode. Pigeon jumping, yeah. Here you go. This is a fun one.
Get ready, Sarah.
Okay.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Go on. Start jumping.
We had a lot of fun with that weird pigeon.
There you go.
And the first thing, if we go right up to the first video, or right down to the first video, where's number 1? Number 2. That was the first thing we saw when we came in. I didn't get that on camera, but Dane says, I want to fight him. And he was like... fight the giant pigeon. Of course, there's the Red Bull car. And we got a free drink. Got that one on camera. Anyway, let's continue these because we want to finish that first. Where? Hide my giant face. Let's see, what else can we show? This was pretty cool. So that area was actually a bunch of games that have been made by different universities throughout the UK, and they're actually there to enter a vote, basically a public vote, and then whoever wins the vote actually gets funding by the UK government in order to make their game, which is just a really cool initiative, although I would hate to be in that sort of competition because it sounds so stressful. So we did go and check out... Oh, that's actually something else that I need to do that I haven't done yet. I need to transfer some of the videos from my phone, so if I make a new folder in here, call that phone videos, I'll quickly airdrop them while that's finishing. Let's see, how is it doing? I don't want to stay on that frame. There we go. 75%. So yeah, while it's doing that, I'll find the rest of the files on my phone and transfer them over. Oh, I think I've got a few more videos on here as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, and lots of different poses for the thumbnail. I don't know if you can see that at all. But there was a really cool stand with the hashtag I71 outline on it. I'll transfer these over to the computer so I can show you properly. Oh yeah, and some video from the dark room as well, which was really fun. Let's see. And I tried to record the campsite, although I did get told off. Because apparently you're not supposed to film in there. Even though I have a film pass. But never mind. And I'll also get the videos of the freebies that we got at the show as well. So let's transfer them. 24 files making their way across. Hopefully they won't take too long to come through. 10 photos and 14 videos. And what should we do in the meantime? If we open up downloads, should be able to see them coming in there. Then we can drag them over when they're done. Oh yeah, I downloaded Godot again earlier because I had the itch to try making a game. I don't know if I will actually get round to doing anything, but the itch was there, so I downloaded Godot. I should probably move it into applications. And that is something for work that can be deleted. I do not want to think about work right now. How's everyone doing anyway? Sorry I'm not streaming a game tonight. I just really didn't have the time to stream a game when I needed to edit this video, so I thought I would do this first. I had the itch.io. Yes, good one. Fixing Frostbite. Have you been breaking Frostbite again? I'm kind of sad I didn't get more time to talk to you during the barbecue. I was hoping to ask you about how your work's going and what you've been doing. Still working because code cut off on Friday. Ah! Hope I'm not distracting you too much, Anne. Here we go. We've got some phone videos too now. That's an interesting... Oh, cool. Yeah, you're going to come on Saturday. Yeah, we'll be at... I better not say where we are in case anyone decides to stalk us. But yes, looking forward to that. Going to do the escape room. There you go. That's what I was trying to tell you about, these indie games here that are getting the government funding. Some interesting stuff there. I'll go into it more in the video. But it was cool to see the uni project. It kind of reminded me of back in the day. They were pretty cool, some controller overlays. That's what I was told off for filming. So don't tell anyone I've got that. I better not put it in the video just in case. But yeah, it is weird going around the NEC and seeing a campsite. And this was so fun. This was called the Dark Room. It was crazy. Oh man, it was amazing. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I'd heard of it before, but I'd never been there. It was fantastic. A military officer chose to kick Rishi Sunak. Oh, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it was really fun. That was during the interval. Yeah. Do I want to actually arrange those files? Nah, screw it. I'll just drag them in. I think we're ready to start editing. I'm going to cancel that stabilization because I don't think we need it for this clip anyway. So, still haven't completely decided how I'm going to do this. We'll just wing it as we're going through. So it should start about here. I've got my background music I can put on for the intro. This one. Make that a bit quieter. See how that sounds. Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival. So because that doesn't say Insomnia, I'm going to try and find some video or like a sign or something that says Insomnia. Maybe this one.
Do you know what your thumbnail's going to be yet?
Did you hear Dean asking there? Do you know what your thumbnail's going to be? It's just going to be me sticking my leg out because I was wearing shorts. That was the joke all weekend. Maybe we can do something like this. And I'll put the stabilization on for this one. While it's doing that, I'll see whether there's any other videos that show off the logo. Maybe this one? No, that's not that good. Oh, that could work, maybe. I don't know, it's not that exciting to look at though, just the map, but maybe. Let's see how this works. We're here at Insomnia. Maybe put on a crossfade. Make that 20 seconds. At Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else. Oh, that was pretty fun as well. Trying to root around in a ball pit to get some tickets.
Is it recording yet?
No time to pose for the camera. There's so many videos, I don't know where to start. I'm kind of sad I didn't get a picture of outside of the entrance. I thought I did, but it doesn't seem like I did. Maybe I can use one of their ones. Oh my god, I hate pausing on myself. Let's see. They might have some sort of press kit. Let's see if they have anything. Oh yeah, I was actually on the guest list, which was quite exciting. There was only one person that actually called out to me as I was walking around. Maybe press? No. There must be a press kit somewhere. I'm hoping they'll have a video that I can use. Brand pack, let's try that. Backgrounds, key art. I want a video, I don't want... Okay, let's see what's in the photos pack. . No, not really any good. Let's see what else I've got. Entrance. That's kind of a plain picture. The problem is a lot of the videos that I got is before anyone came in. Maybe that?
It's pretty amazing that we have all this stuff here under one roof.
Not the most exciting thing though. Insomnia merch. Another stage. Oh, I forgot to name that one. Just a random crowd to show how busy it got later on in the day. I suppose I should give that one a name. Random crowd. Maybe I should use that, even though it's only like a second long. If I use Alex 4D, is it? Yeah, Alex 4D Grow and Shrink. That's a new cool add-on that I got. So end scale, you can actually automatically get it to like zoom into a certain part. So if it starts at 0, if I zoom that out, and if you press N to lock the key, that's the start of the frame. So if I start like that, and then it's going to end. Maybe that's a bit too close. Or maybe that's alright, let's see. Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia. We're here at... I'll put that there, just as I say, Insomnia. Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival. Let's slow it down a bit. Generally, the rule is that if you want to keep someone's attention, you have to do a cut every 2 seconds. So if we want to be really precise, I should start it there, which is exactly 2 seconds in. And then if you do Control D, that was already 2 seconds anyway, you can actually change the length of the clip. Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in. Maybe that's a bit too long. Let's try 1:30. Let's try both of them at 1:30, and we can create a transition between these two. Just a small one like that. Let's see how that looks. Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival, and no, let's start with that and then bring that in. Hey everyone, we're here. This is when you wish you got more footage. Hey everyone. Alright, zoom in a bit to get rid of that vignette in the corner. And move it up a little bit, and that should be fine. Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival. That's better. Hey everyone. I do have some more outdoor bits. Or another good one is when everyone was coming in the hall. Unfortunately, these are all ordered in the order that I took them. So this is all the stuff that we did after the show, which was all fun. What about these? End of day 1. It's the start of day 2 that I want. Everyone entering. Yeah, that's a better one. Let's get rid of that entrance bit and keep a little bit of sound there for some ambience. And if you actually go on to sound here and choose pan, you can actually put it in ambient mode, and it can actually show like where the sound's coming from in 3D space. So having it like that, it means that the crowd will only come out of the rear speakers, which is really cool.
Hey everyone, we're here at...
So if we do that, cut that about there, and I'll maybe put a transition between them two. Let's try that.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival.
And what else you can do, you can double click here and then you can keep the audio of the other clip underneath and then fade it out so it feels a bit more natural. And if you right click on it, you've got different options here for how you want the audio to fade in or out. So if I do this one, then you'll hear that it fades out quite abruptly at the end of that clip, which is what we want.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival.
Yeah, that looks better. That looks a lot better. There are some other ones that I was thinking of using because number 75. There should be one before that. Was that day 1 or day 2 though? Ah, you can actually look at the time. Although it looks like it was an hour behind. 8:59. Should be one at 8:30. I think the dates are wrong on it though. Oh, there we go. Maybe this one. These are the general entry tickets. So if we get to the bit where the barrier's opened, we can speed that up. Like that. Whoa. Look at the insane amount of people. Ah, and then I can do a transition where it goes like that. And then halfway through, spin it round to that other clip. So, let's see, how's the best way to do this? Let's mute that one for a second.
Hey,
Let's keep a little bit of sound on.
hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia. Hey everyone, we're here at...
Maybe it's a bit much. I did used to have some cool filters. Let's just do that for now.
Hey everyone, we're here.
I can't decide.
Hey.
When do I start to move the camera? About there.
Yeah.
Let's see what it looks like with that one instead.
Hey everyone, we're here at...
I forgot it was sped up. Normal speed.
Hey everyone, we're here at...
And then if I put that there, just after I say at, let's see how that looks.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival. I got to come in.
And maybe we can put this one on that side.
Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show. So I'm going to have a quick walk around now and see what we can find, and then we're going to go over to the entrance and watch everyone coming in. There's some really cool stuff. Watch everyone coming in. There's some really cool stuff here. Intel is right over there. Really cool stuff here. Intel.
So, as I was going around, my kind of idea was I would show the areas that I was talking about like this.
Some really cool stuff here. Intel.
I don't need to say there's some really cool stuff here.
There's some really cool stuff here. Coming in. Intel is right over there showing off some gaming PCs. There's a fun ball. Intel is right over there. Is right over there showing off some gaming PCs.
I do have some close-ups of the PCs too. Let's see if we can add... Oh, they're overclockers PCs. I don't want to get the wrong company. Look how cool these look though. Some of these look awesome.
189 instead of
Yeah, Sarah bought herself a case. She bought this one actually. Doesn't have all the fancy water cooling like that one does though. But anyway, I want to show Intel specifically for that intro bit, so I can't show them ones just there. There was a PC case with a dinosaur inside it, which was one of the Intel ones. Let's see if we can find that. Might have been on day 3. PC case dino, there we go. Have a look at this one. We've got to use that.
Intel is right over there showing off some
So as soon as I say gaming PCs, I'll drag this in.
gaming PCs. There's a fun ball. Some gaming PCs. There's a fun
Okay. And then there's a fun ball park.
ball pit.
Ball pit. We've already seen the ball pit. Maybe I should have found an easier way of organising these. Oh my god, there's so much. I thought I just saw it there. There we go. Ball pit 3. Okay, so let's see if I say anything
On
else
that
about
side,
it.
which I had to play around in yesterday, trying to win some prizes. Over here, there's a range of
So
different.
about there, if we cut that there, bring in the ball pit clip. If we do that to give it some more room to work with. So I want to find, let's see, where's that? 19 to 24, so about 5 seconds. Oh my god, the camera's so wobbly there. I think that bit was funny because he said, "Don't pose for the camera." No time to pose for the camera. I love that. Let's see how long that is.
On ball pit.
We can bring in the audio gently like that. Bring that back a little bit more.
Ball pit on that side, which I had to play around in yesterday, trying to win some prizes.
See if that lines up well. Yes, I'll bring that up as well. Let's go, retro break, let's go. And try voice isolation, see whether it can get rid of some of that background noise. And I can actually end my intro music there as well. Put that on -3. Let's try loudness as well and turn that down a little bit.
yesterday, trying to win some prizes.
Right, let's go.
I want to be able to hear a bit more of that.
Let's go, retrograde, let's go. Let's go, retrograde, let's go.
Yes, from there. Perfect.
On ball pit on that side, which I had to play around in yesterday.
And fade that in on that side.
On that side, which I had to play around in yesterday, trying to win some prizes.
Let's go, retrograde, let's go. So no time to pose for the camera.
Perfect.
Over here, there's a
And then let's just cut to the end of that as well. Look at all the tickets I got. Oh my god.
Pose again. Yay. Pose again. Pose.
prizes.
Let's go, retrograde, let's go.
Hey, someone else here. High ranking P. Hello, I'm using Final Cut. Where did I actually pose?
So no time to pose for the camera. Let's go, retrograde, let's go.
How do I want to do it? Because I want that audio over that part of the video. Let's try... That would be the other way around, wouldn't it? Let's try that. And then we can just cut straight to the third bit. I can fade that audio out and double click on there to bring that one in at the same time. Let's try that.
Let's go, retrograde, let's go. So no time to pose.
Okay, add that a bit more there so it's just overlapping. How's the stream for everyone? Is it enjoyable seeing me do this? I know it's quite a slow process. I don't know whether anyone would be interested or not, really. I've got a long way to go, and this says it's only 6 minutes and 56, which is very short for the kind of videos that I normally do. They're usually about 15 to 20 minutes. Should we see what we've done so far? Let's go full screen.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets.
Don't worry
chance
about the
to
frame
come around
rate.
the
That's
show.
probably because I'm
So gonna
streaming
have
at
a
the same
quick
time.
Walk around now and see what we can find, and then we're going to go over to the entrance and watch everyone coming in. Intel is right over there, showing off some game.
Maybe I don't need that. We're going to watch everyone coming in. Let's just go everything we can find.
So I'm going to have a quick walk around now and see
See
what we can find. And then we're going to go over to the entrance. We can find.
Let's stop that there and go into the next bit. There's a cool trick where you can sort of... It's called a J-cut, where you can sort of fade in the audio for the next bit underneath. So we'll try that.
Find Intel is right over there.
Yeah, that's
showing
better.
off some game.
Let's go back to the start and watch that again. That's basically what video editing is. Like a little change, go back to the start, watch it again, see what you think. Make a change, go back to the start, watch it again.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show, so I'm going to have a quick walk around now and see what we can find. Intel is right over there showing off some gaming PCs. There's a fun ball pit on that side, which I had to play around in yesterday, trying to win some prizes.
Let's go, retrograde, let's go. So no time to pose for the camera.
It's perfect. Okay, now let's keep that pose in and then skip forward.
Yes, I'm better than my friend.
Basically, we're saying I didn't get enough to be on the leaderboard, but I beat all my friends. Let's see if we can bring any of the words out here, because it was very difficult to hear. Let's see if that helped at all. Is it still doing anything in the background? It's still trying to do that dominant motion. I didn't actually want that, so I'll cancel that. And the 54 outside one as well. Don't really need that either. Definitely cancel it for main 3, because I'm cutting that one up all over the place.
3,200. 3,200. 3,200. 3,200. But you were best in your 3,200. 3,200.
3,200, and then I'll skip to this bit.
But you were best in your friends.
Yes, I'm better than my friends.
That's it. Then I'll fade that way, so the video there carries on for a little bit longer. And if we change it to that, let's see how that sounds. And fade that one in as well. Should be a nice little transition there without using...
My friends. Over here, there's a range of different market.
Yeah, that works.
Over here, there's a range of different market stalls.
Market stalls. Right, let's find out where the market stalls video is. I kind of want to use the map somewhere, but I don't really know how. Maybe we can come back to that. Let's search. There we go. That's the benefits of naming things. There we go. I can use that. Just turn the sound off on it and zoom in a little bit, very slightly, just to get rid of some of that colour from the background. And maybe we can put a cross dissolve on there and move it this way a bit, because I didn't realise how blurry the background is here. I was using this lens, I did mention it a little bit earlier on. This is a 16mm that's made for an APS-C camera, so it wasn't completely fully compatible with the A7S III, but it was a lot easier to hold like that when I'm talking into the camera, rather than using the massive big 24 to 100 and whatever lens on here. So I really enjoyed having the ultra wide lens, but it did have a little bit of weird outlines around it. And it also goes all the way down to 1.2, I think, 1.4. Yeah, f1.4, which is good, but maybe not so good for a vlog setting. I should have probably locked it to 2.8 or something. But anyway, it's fine, because the rest of the video isn't
market
blurry.
stalls. We'll go and have a look at them later. Loads of cool stuff. There's some Pokemon. There's Kirby.
Okay, so I mentioned Pokemon. Let's see what these other stalls are. I did do a few close-ups. Lots of cute stickers there. These were really nice pieces of artwork too. Let's see, have I got any files under Pokemon? Pokemon cards, Pokemon... Nope. Plushies, maybe? Maybe there's some Pokemon on there, we can use that one. There's a few Pokemon on the end. That will do, just for a little bit, to give a bit more context. Let's put that inside.
Some Pokemon. There's Kirby things.
Kirby. Do we have any Kirby? Nothing for Kirby. There must be. I must not have named it properly. Ah, this was fun. This was printing out a trading card that we all made. The gang. The colours aren't great on the recording there. Let's go back to the start. I'm sure I got some Kirby and Pokemon stuff. Would have been around here. That's a better one. I'll use that. When did I say
Stuff.
Pokemon?
There's some Pokemon
Let's use that there.
stuff. There's loads of cool. Go and have a look at them later. Loads of cool stuff. There's some Pokemon. There's Kirby.
Right. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can find one with Kirby things. This was pretty cool. I really like those numbers there that spin around, but I don't know if you could do anything with them. There's Dean with his new jacket that he got. Stalls as well, that might be what I named it. I don't allow people to tag me on Instagram, that is true. Did I not get anything else from the stalls on day one? Retro, Indie, Tekken, Intel. Ooh, Fortnite, exciting. Oh yeah, maybe the second day was better, because that's when I got to come in early. What did I use at the start there? I kind of want to include a little bit of everyone waiting there when the door opens. Let's use that right at the start before anything else.
Hey everyone, we're
That doesn't really fade that well. Let's see if I can make it look a little nicer. If I put a dissolve on that and get rid of the other side, let's say.
Hey everyone, we're here at.
Maybe I can incorporate my intro over this. Do I have my intro? Yeah. Gotta use it somewhere. I usually put it on -10, I think. Because for some reason it's too loud. Let's try -10. And then just as the writing comes in, see if we can use some sort of, I'm just guessing now. Let's try some sort of blend mode maybe. With a bit less opacity. Ooh, I know. If I time that with when everyone's coming in and have some sort of explosion effect, or maybe that one. Make it a bit shorter that way, like that. Yeah, that looks cool. So you can kind of see everyone waiting there in the background.
Hey everyone, we're here.
Still don't like how it cuts from that to that though. What about if we make that instead of a crossfade? Try flow instead. That one's sort of a more gradual.
Hey everyone.
Oh, that's optical flow. That's no good. Let's see what other options we've got. Maybe chevron.
Hey everyone.
Or what I can do is
Hey everyone, we're here.
make that longer so it times with when it's moving.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia.
It's going to be hard because the frame rate's no good while I'm streaming, but let's go full screen and see how that looks now. Yeah, it's like they're cheering for my logo.
We're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show, so I'm going to have a
Maybe because that's going to be the thumbnail, that should be first. Let's actually have that fading into the intro. Like that. Ooh, what about if we use a wave? Wipes wave? I don't know what that one is. No, let's try ripple. I think there's one called ripple. Yeah, let's try that. That kind of fits better with that part of the video. Because the thing is, then click on YouTube on that and that will be the thumbnail, except it will be a bit more zoomed out and I'll have different parts of the show around the background rather than just the black curtains. Let's try this. Maybe make it last a little bit longer.
Hey everyone, we're
Can't quite tell what's going on there. Let's try and put it on performance mode just for this.
Hey everyone.
Okay, there is a little bit of a...
Hey everyone.
What else can we use? Movements. Let's try that.
Hey.
And you want to go in the other way, so direction left. And make sure that starts before I come on the screen. Let's try that. And do that like that. Let's try.
Hey.
Why did it flicker?
Hey everyone. Hey everyone.
It's too fast. That sort of needs to be like the whole length of that then.
Hey.
Maybe I'll come back to this in a little bit. Let's carry on with the rest of the video. Let's see how this looks first.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia.
Yeah, we can't see
Game
that
Festival.
properly
And
yet
I
while
actually
it's
got
streaming.
to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show, so I'm going to have a quick walk around now and see what we can find. Intel.
I feel like something else needs to go here to fill this gap. Because it's still cool to say, like, hey, I got to come in early and have a look around, but just seeing me walk with nothing on the screen is a little bit boring. So let's see what else we can add here. We could add another clip of people walking around, maybe. I actually ran straight to the other side for that. Oh my god, there were so many people on the general entry. Look at that, that's insane. So 103 was a general entry. There was one before that as well. An hour before this one. This was the early entry count. I think I've already used that one. So let's use this one and put that about here. Let's see, how long is that? 3. Make that 4 seconds. Let's see how that looks. I can put a cross dissolve on that whole piece. Let's try.
Gets a chance to come around the show, so I'm going to have a quick walk around now and see what
Yeah,
we can find.
that looks nice. Hey, we've got some more people. Stream is lagging a little. Oh no. I don't know whether it's the stream or whether it's... Hold on, let me check the bit rate. It is a little bit up and down. I wasn't sure how well this would go because I am editing and streaming from the same computer. But hopefully it's not too bad. I need to use the keyboard on there. I've also got the keyboard on 2 computers at once as well, which is a little bit confusing. Yeah, I think the program's struggling to run because if I do this, I've also got, there you go, tunnel vision. I've also got OBS open at the same time. That's a good test actually. When I'm moving the window around, is that smooth? Because I think it's just Final Cut is struggling because it's got OBS open at the same time and it's streaming it. How's the camera in the corner? Is that smooth? So I think the internet should be fast enough. Oh yeah, let's have a look on OBS. Is the text coming up on the top okay? I literally set this up like an hour before I started streaming. Yeah, cool. Looks good. Alright, I think this is the best we're going to do unless I get a better MacBook. The window moves smoothly, my voice is okay, that's good. Yeah, I think it is just a case of the footage being a bit slow.
See what we can find. Intel is right over there showing off some gaming PCs. There's a
Look at that PC, that's crazy. Dino case.
PCs. There's a fun ball pit on that side, which I had to play around in yesterday, trying to win some prizes.
Let's go, Electro, right? Let's go. So no time to pose for the camera. 3,200, but you were best in your presence.
Yes, I'm better than my friends.
I'm better than my friends.
Over here, there's a range of different market stalls. We'll go and have a look at them later. Loads of cool stuff. There's some Pokemon. There's Kirby things.
I need to find Kirby things, that's where I was up to. All smooth now, excellent. Hey, we got a new follower. Sorry, I haven't got any of the alerts on OBS on my Mac just yet, but thank you to, let's see, Twist 3D Cobra. Cool name. So thank you. What else? Beta Mark said working hard, so I hit the bench and got some soldering done. Inspirational. Awesome. Congratulations. What are you working on? What are you soldering right now? I need to find Kirby things. I think this is all just stuff from the merch area. There was loads of cool stuff. I bought myself that t-shirt right there, actually, that retro one. Wonder where it is. I haven't really unpacked properly yet. This will be fun to do as well. I managed to record some interviews with some indie developers. And I do actually have the audio files up here somewhere. Oh, no, not that one. Anyway, they're up there somewhere. I do actually have some different main ones as well.
And then in this second hall here, this is where all the daily tournaments are. Hopefully we're going to sign up for a Mario Kart 1 sometime this afternoon. You can see some...
Let's do these while we're at it. So I need to find an audio clip that's around 49 seconds. Or we can maybe do it by the time that it was recorded. 4:03 p.m. Does it know when it was created? These times don't match at all. I don't know what I'm looking at there. Maybe this one? Let's see what this is.
So there we go, that was my room tour. Thank you so much for watching.
No, that's an old one. That's a room tour video. That one can go. I suppose these are old as well. This was my first time getting to test out this little field recorder, so I was quite excited. And it does seem like it came out really well. I just need to find out what the right clips are. Some of these look like they don't have anything on.
Hello.
Just test.
Skittles and fiddles.
That can go, move to the trash. Let's try and clean this up a bit. That's another one that can go to the trash. That one looks like it's got something important on.
Everyone, we're here at...
That's the main one. So maybe it's this one.
And then in this second hall...
Yes, that is main 2. Second hall. So what we can do now is get that and get this one. Highlight both of them like that. And if you right click on here and go on synchronize clips, I'll just call that main 2 second hall. It is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on that camera. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. That is very awkward trying to look at the preview on there. There you go. It is the Zoom F2 field recorder. The reason I got this and the reason that I was so excited to get it is because it has 32-bit float audio, which means that there's no audio clipping whatsoever. So I thought even in a really loud event setting, it should come out really, really nice. Yeah, so that just clips on your belt. It's got a little clip on the back. And then, weirdly, it takes batteries. So if you can see inside, there you go, 2 AAA batteries. And then there's a tiny little bit on this side where you put the micro SD card and it records straight onto it, which is really nice. And if you're interested in audio tech, I also got this new mic. There you go, if you can see it. The Earthworks Ethos, which is a really, really nice XLR microphone. But yeah, I got a little bit excited when I saw a video about the possibilities of 32-bit float audio, and I thought I need to get one of these. It's gonna make my content so much better. Well, potentially. Hopefully, it came out well for the interviews because that was the thing I was most excited to do. But let's see how this combined clip went. Let's put this at the end of the timeline. And I have no idea how long this video is actually going to end up being. Let's see, where does that end? Oh, did I record all that as part of the same video? Apparently so.
And now I'm going to head over to the entrance and we can see everyone coming in.
I timed it pretty well. These were just the early entry guys, so there wasn't so many of them. And then that cuts out there, so that is where I'll transition to the other bits that we did at the start of the video. So if I drag in this second hall bit here and go to where that begins, because I started the audio before I started the video. So what I should be able to do, because it's floating point, is just max out the audio levels here and maybe do a little bit. Well, let's see how it sounds just straight out of the microphone first.
And then in this second hall here, this is where all the daily tournaments are.
Sounds pretty good straight out of the box. Let's add a bit of loudness. That sort of equalizes the low and high volume. Oh, nice. You got 32-bit as well. Awesome.
And then in this second hall here,
Listen
this
to
is
that,
where
that's
all the daily
amazing.
tournaments are. Hopefully we're going to sign up for a Mario Kart 1 sometime this afternoon. You can see some people practicing right here.
Yeah, right. We'll come back to that in a little bit. Let's see if I can find one of the interviews. Let's just search. So I know what number it is. 151. 80, 70, 151 F1 retro interview. That is 2 minutes and 3 seconds. So if we try and find audio that's roughly that long, I'm guessing it's this one. Yeah. So if we grab that, I'll rename that actually, just so I know what it is. I should have done that already, to be honest. And if we go back down to 151 and synchronize these two and call it F1 interview indie, that should be explanatory enough. So there should be a new merged clip here. Let's see how this looks and sounds. I was quite excited to do these. So that... Right, let's start from there. And we can actually just copy this. So Command C and then Command Shift and V, and you can bring up the paste attributes table. So what you can do on here is anything that you've applied to one clip, you can just automatically apply it to another clip. So we're applying the volume and the loudness of the last one onto this. And you can see how that's automatically adjusted it, and then you want to reduce it a little bit just so the tip of the highest peaks there is yellow but nothing else. And there is something else you can do here where you can put a dialogue pan on, which means that the voices go towards the main speaker, which helps a bit as well with the clarity. So let's try that, and there is also a voice isolation mode as well. Let's see.
First of all, I want to say that game was fantastic.
Let's try a little bit of voice isolation. You don't want too much because it sounds kind of robotic. Let's try that.
First of all, I want to say that game was fantastic. I had a lot of fun playing that. So tell me a bit about the game first.
So the game actually came about 2020. Launched the game Formula Retro Racing. It's a really basic 3D low poly retro style racing game. Only had 8 tracks, 1 car, but it's inspired by likes of Virtua Racing, Daytona, the classic early 90s Sega racing games. Launched it just as...
Sounds really good. And if I put it on better quality, we can actually see how it looks.
Start of the first lockdown, and it did amazingly.
Ignore
well
the frame rate,
on
that'll be
Xbox,
fixed.
which prompted the release on PlayStation and Switch and Steam.
Cool, sounds awesome. I've actually got his business card here actually, because we had a really good conversation off screen as well, so he gave me that. I've got a bunch of different business cards here actually. There's the one for his game. If you can see it, I don't know whether you're on the screen or not because I haven't got the preview there. And I did actually take my own ones as well that I was handing out, so if you ever see me in the future, I'll give you one of these. So we'll come back to these interviews later, but I just wanted to see if they sounded okay.
There's 10 different cars, drift cars, formula cars, more game modes. We got VR mode, VR support on Steam, so if you got a Quest headset you can plug that in and run on Steam, Steam Deck compatible, and again it's out on all consoles as well.
I look forward to playing it in VR. That'll be in VR. That'll be fun. What was the thinking behind the 2 different types of cars? Because they do play very differently.
Yeah, well, I grew up in the 90s playing the old arcade games along this. Well, used to grow up in
I think he was a little bit nervous.
Great Yarmouth, so there's a bunch of arcades on the seafront. Every week there'll be a new racing game.
That sounds good, doesn't it? How does that sound compared to me talking?
We'll be back there later to
Launched it.
festival.
It's not bad actually.
Part 1 sometime this.
Anyway, we're getting a bit carried away. That is for later in the video. Let's go back over here. See where we're actually up to. That's where I've got to so far. I'll probably add some... Oh, shall we have a look for some music? I've got a subscription to epidemicsound.com. And let's just log in there. It's full of really cool music tracks. Hopefully I've got the right login details for it. Yes. So we can listen to some cool tracks here, see what would sound good. Oh, that sounds really nice. Maybe. Oh man, they're all so good. Every time I come on this site, I'm like, wow, everything sounds so cool. That's a nice one. It knows me well. Look, recommendations based on Retro Break. Let's see what else there is. The final battle. That one's a bit too dramatic. Dreamy jungle synth pop. That's a nice background one. I think music really adds like a bit of extra atmosphere to the videos, which I really like. I like that one too. Yeah, that's nice. I have to be careful not to turn them all into music videos. I guess we didn't need to use any of these. These are all the logos and things that they sent me. Maybe we can use that for something. Maybe in the thumbnails. So what I'll do with these, because I might use them rather than keeping them in downloads, I've actually got an editing SSD, which is what I'm using to edit everything off. And I have my own set of specific folders here, so if I go into thumb I can actually just hold option and move them into here instead, so they're all part of one thing. And I found a great app as well. If you use this thing here called Post Haste, you can actually set up a template in the background. So I've got this template with all the different assets already in there. I've got my audio, I've got a folder for B-roll, I've got the video template, Patreon template, and a separate one for podcast as well. And all I need to do is come in here, type in the project name, create the project, and it generates all this for me straight away, which is really nice. It's got things like the icons, the logos, all different tunes and things, and the Photoshop file for the thumbnail, which is really cool. And I think for the thumbnail I'm going to try and edit one of these, but we'll maybe do that some of the time. Let's pick some music first. Which one of these do I like the most? I can't decide. Let's download a few of them. And what I can do is, using the folders here, if I put that in audio, and then make a new folder in there called BGM, just to keep everything together. And then the ones that I really like, I actually move over to here. So if we open this Retro Break folder, there's a specific Epidemic folder that I've made here with all the music that I like, that I can also go through and listen to, well, when they've downloaded anyway. Here's one. I've been using this one quite a bit recently for more laid back videos. I like it. Sounds like a coffee shop at a visual novel kind of feel. Very laid back. So let's try this Sunstorm music here. What I usually do for the music as well, to differentiate it from dialogue, is I'll make the section green like that.
Let's go, Retro, let's go. So no time to pose for the camera.
So now we've got to decide when to swap from my music
Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show. So I'm going to have a quick walk around now.
I'm quite happy with the intro now. I didn't really like it that much to begin with, but I think it's growing on me slowly.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show. So I'm going to have a quick walk around now and see what we.
What would I like another handmade track to be like? I did get one actually. I don't know where I saved it. I've been using it on my PC for the music before the stream starts, but I don't think I've got it on here, annoyingly. No. And some people I met online actually sent me some music as well, so all this was kind of hand-picked for me, which is pretty cool. I used to use these a long while ago, if you ever look in favourites. If you've been watching for a while, you might recognise these ones. Or this one I used a lot. I really like this one. I think this was probably the best one that... I think Johnny Adams did it. But I really like that song. Oh, it's a shame I can't find that song that someone made for me. I suppose I can actually. If I put this on the other screen so you don't see my DMs, I'll download that file, because I might use it in the background for this one actually. But yeah, I'm not opposed to going out to people in the future and asking for more music or anything. I like the personality of having my own stuff rather than using things that are available online, because now that I've got Epidemic Sounds, I always realise when someone's using music from one of them systems. Right, bear with me 1 second. Let's see if I can find where that other music came from. Yes, got it here. Let's download that. Hopefully it's still saved somewhere. Yes, here we go. If you listen to this one. I love this. Is it this? No way, you're the guy that made it. Amazing. Amazing. I absolutely love it. Thank you. I didn't know how to contact you. I'll show you. Ready for Clarity sent it me ages ago. I don't know why it's not loading properly. Anyway, that's what I told him. Tell him it's made my month. I never thought I would receive a fan remix. It's so cool. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to put it in the folder on here now. There we go. Now it is officially in the Retro Break folder. And I'll find some way of incorporating it. I've not actually used it anywhere on the main channel. And send me a message somewhere after. We can sort something out. Maybe I can pay you to make some stuff for me if you'd be interested.
All sorts of cool stuff there. There's some more gaming PCs on that side.
More gaming PCs. What company is that? It's too blurry. Did I even get a picture of them? There's some more market stall stuff. Maybe I should try and add some more of that in. There were some retro games too. Oh, that almost showed me what was in that corner. Don't know. Let's see. There must be some other stuff. Let's try searching for PC. I tried to organise these files. PC game. Yeah, that will do. Just a little bit like that.
All sorts of cool stuff there. There's some more gaming PCs. On that. Some more gaming PCs.
Cross dissolve. Love my cross dissolves, but don't do them too much because they get annoying after a while.
There's some more gaming PCs on that side. I'm going to try and head over to the entrance now.
Alright, don't need to keep that bit in. Yeah, PCs on that side.
See whether we can see everyone coming in 5 minutes time. There's some cool lights here.
Yes.
Time.
I've got a good video of them, so we can put them in the video. And then what you can do, if you've made a cut like that, you can be really sneaky and just do that and hide it. There you can't even tell.
There's some cool lights.
See? Nice and smooth transition.
There's some cool lights here.
And then if we type in lights, gamer lights number 23. Maybe we can actually change that to bloom. Maybe.
Here.
Yeah, wow, that looked cool. Yeah, let's keep bloom on that one.
Here. I really like that. Some cool stuff for the game room.
That's awesome. And fade that out about there. And I was out of focus.
Back in focus. Overclockers UK on that side.
And cut all that out. Bring that just before the transition.
Overclockers UK.
And to make that a bit more seamless, bring that audio in just a little bit and then fade it back to me talking. Then it doesn't seem like it's two different clips.
Overclockers UK on that side. We're going.
Overclockers UK, we got some stuff from there. OC UK, what have we got? Just have a very quick bit of that because I'm sure there's some more. That was number 133. There was also some cool keyboards. Must have visited them twice then because there was another bit maybe from the day before. Oh, Hollywood Bowl, that's what HB is. OC Store. I really want to get that, by the way. WD Cloud Storage. Because I'm running out of space. Do you want to see how insane my storage is for my YouTube videos? I have an 18 terabyte hard drive. There you go. I don't even know if you can read what the files are on the stream because obviously it's... there you go, make it a little bit bigger for you. I think that's the best I can do. Yeah. Every video file that I've ever made since 1996, basically. So if we go in 2023, here's... I hate using that view. Go back on that one. Here's all the videos that I've done this year so far. And if we open up info on that folder, will it tell me how much space it's taking up? Calculating size. Anyway, it's a lot because in all of these, if you go on B-roll or A-roll, it's got all the original files for everything that I've made ever, like all the way back 2008, 2009. There's so much. So yeah, I need a better storage solution, or I need some way of compressing everything. That was the point of showing you guys that anyway. And that is permanently connected, so if I need footage from something else, I can always just come into this 18 terabyte, open up YouTube and just type in whatever I'm looking for. And it'll just find it straight away. So let's bring in some more of this overclockers stuff and we can try and arrange it into something. You know, overclockers, gaming chairs, overclockers, PC cases, some really cool PC cases, and some streaming gear too. Maybe I should have picked some up. That thing there looked quite interesting. It was like a mini Stream Deck with loads of little buttons on. I'm kind of sad I didn't get a close-up of it. But it seemed really cool, like you'd be able to change scenes and stuff. Betamark said he's off to go and mow the lawn. Have fun. I'm glad I can keep you company. I'm glad you're enjoying it as well, because I've never done a stream like this before, so... It's pretty interesting that people are interested in, you know, the actual process behind making videos. And you can see the insane amount of time and effort that I put into them as well. Usually it would just be me staring at the screen for hours and hours. Right, first thing to do here is turn all the audio off for everything. And just give myself a bit more space to work with.
UK.
Let's put that in slow motion, 50%.
On that side.
What's next? Maybe that? Not a close-up of that though, but I did get a cool shot of all the stuff in the window.
My girlfriend's picked up a new computer tower.
Maybe not that yet. Let's try chairs.
My girlfriend's
And then one of the computers.
picked up a new computer tower. Picked up a new computer tower.
And then bring in the other one.
Which
That's the
really
one she picked up, actually.
Which looks really nice.
And let's cut and show the other side if I actually recorded that.
There's a gamer's cafe.
And is that what I showed from there? There was loads more stuff. There it is. That's the PC tower that she picked up. And it's actually made a massive difference.
There's a
She got it
gamer's
because
cafe.
the other one was too hot. So this one's helped a lot with that.
Which looks really nice.
Yeah, that looks cool. Maybe zoom in very slightly to get rid of that vignette in the corner. Not that anyone would notice, but I would. There we go. Perfect. Don't think we need any transitions for that. Let's see how that looks.
Overclockers UK. On that side. My girlfriend's picked up a new computer tower. Which
That one's on the screen a bit too long. Let's halve that.
my girlfriend's picked up a new computer tower. Which looks really...
That one's a bit too long as well. How long was that? 45 seconds. It was 1 minute 12. Let's see. Change that to 45. And then bring that in. Let's see how that looks. And if we want to be really particular, let's see how long that one is. 1 minute 20. Bring that one over very slightly. And that one. And then change this end one to 120 as well to bookend the two of them like that. Let's see how that flows.
On that side. My girlfriend's picked up...
That's a bit too fast still. Let's slow that down a little bit more. I wonder if I've got any other overclockers bits. Maybe that's a better intro for it. Yeah, that's probably better, isn't it? That looks nice. Let's start with that instead.
UK.
And we can actually start that one with a cross dissolve. And maybe like that.
UK. On that side.
Whoa, way too fast. Let's delete that one.
UK. On that side.
And if I want to get really picky, I could also time it with the kick of the music in the background. So stretch that to there. Let's see how that looks.
Overclockers UK. On that side. My girlfriend's picked up a new computer tower. Which looks really nice.
What am I going to say here?
There's a gamer's cafe area here. Lenovo over there. And if we head down to the Lenovo over there.
I don't think I actually tagged anything with Lenovo, so let's see, what does that actually look like? Legion, do I have anything Legion? I do, I have two. I do have a Lenovo bit, cool. Let's put that in there. I'm glad I got to come around before everyone was in, because I could see it all like being set up, which was cool.
Yes. Lenovo over there. Over there. Over there.
Maybe we can actually leave that one a bit longer and then fade into it like that. Yeah, that looks cool. And if we want to stretch that one out just a little bit. Add that in as well. And bring the audio up. Let's bring some of the music up here. So the easiest way that I've found to do that is start it, let's see, at the start of the clip, so start it there, go on here, put a keyframe in, and then go to the middle of the transition, put another keyframe in, and then just reduce the volume, or reduce the minus of the volume like that. Let's see how that looks.
Over there. And
I want to stretch that out a bit more actually. Let's try that. There must be something else. Let's look for something between 73 and 100 on here. Apparently I didn't get anything else from the Lenovo bit. How am I going to do this? Because I wanted a bit more music there. But I've only got these two. At least I think I do. Let's keep going. Maybe I could use that and just say that was part of the Lenovo area, even though it wasn't. Just to add that a bit longer.
and if we head down to the entrance.
And then we can do the same on this side. If we put another cross dissolve and halfway through like that, click back on the audio, click on there, and then go to the end. Click there again, and then if we press this little arrow here 3 times, minus 14, 1, 2, 3, minus 14, and then bring that back down to normal. And maybe stretch that just a little bit so the music comes down just as the sound is coming back in. Let's try that.
And if we head down to the entrance,
That looks good. Let's see how that section works now.
Lenovo over there.
I like that transition. This bit, unfortunately, is a little bit unstable. Maybe I straightened up a bit, let's see. We can do 2 bits like that. Let's see how that looks. Time it with the music. Maybe. Like that. And then there's another kick there. So it's dun, ch, dun, ch, dun. And another dun right there. Let's try that.
Over there.
Dun, 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 dun. I want to put another clip in. Let's see what else we can find. We need one more after that. Oh, there's us leaving with the PC case that she bought that day. I didn't really spend much time there, so I didn't really see what else was there. There's a whole bunch of stuff at the back of the room that I didn't get a video of as well. That bus that you can see back there, that was actually full of gaming PCs and consoles and stuff, which was really fun. Oh well, let's see what else we can show. I think I talk about VR stuff later on, so I'll save that. Just want something random that's kind of related to Lenovo, because I didn't really get much footage from there. Yeah, what about this? We can put the streaming gear there, maybe. Oh, there you go. There's a close-up of the thing I was telling you about earlier. And a random microphone. How about something like that? Just a random laptop. I know it's not a Lenovo laptop, but it doesn't matter. Let's just see how it sounds.
And if we head down...
That's cool. Let's see how this bit looks now.
Lenovo over there.
I like that transition, making it clear. Just wish I'd spent more time there.
And if we head down to the entrance now, we can see everyone getting...
Can't believe I'm only 1 minute in. Look how much I've done already. It's taken me 1 hour and 40 minutes to do 1 minute of video. So I don't know how that equates to everyone else's experiences with video editing. Should we watch what we've got so far? Let's see whether this is actually enjoyable. Hopefully the frame rate can keep up. It is struggling a little bit.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show, so I'm going to have a quick walk around now and see what we can find. Intel is right over there showing off some gaming PCs. There's a fun ball pit on that side, which I had to play around in yesterday, trying to win some prizes.
Let's go, Retro Break, let's go.
Oh, I don't like the way that clicks in then. Let's fix that. What you can do for that is if you double click, bring the audio for that underneath the other one, and then if you grab that little ball there, drag it to the right click and go on -3 dB, and that will ease the sound in from there to there. And you can do the same here as well. If I stretch out a bit that way and then do the same, and this bit here also needs to fade out, and we're also bringing the music in at the same time, so there's a lot going on there. And that retro break loop one also should fade out around there too, so let's try that. There's a lot going on there now, but that should fix all the audio issues.
Let's go, Retro Break.
Prizes.
Let's go, Retro Break, let's go, Retro Break.
Perfect. You can't really tell, but
Prizes.
it worked.
Let's go, Retro Break, let's go. So no time to pose for the camera. 3,200, but you were best in your presence.
Yes, I'm better than my friends!
No!
Over here, there's a range of different market stalls. We'll go and have a look
Yes,
at them
that's a
later.
nice transition
Loads
as
of cool
well.
Stuff. There's some
Where it just
Pokemon,
pops in with everyone there.
there's Kirby things, Pokemon things.
I didn't get a video
All
of any of the
sorts
Kirby
cool there.
stuff.
There's some more gaming PCs on that side. There's some cool lights here. I really like that. Some cool stuff for the game room. Overclockers UK on that side. My girlfriend's picked up a new computer tower, which looks really nice. Lenovo over there.
Yeah, it's cool having the music kick in.
And if we head down to the entrance now, we can see everyone getting ready to come in. There's a game cafe on that side. Apparently somewhere there's a creators section as well where I can go and have some food and drinks later, so maybe we can go and check that out. And
this bit where I say we can go down to the entrance, that can probably go.
There's a gamers cafe on that side.
I didn't get a video of the gamers cafe.
Creators section as well where I can go and have some food and drinks.
I didn't
later,
go there
so
either.
we can go and check that out. And we've still got 5 minutes to go, so let's head over here a bit. I can show you some of the cool stuff.
Let's just skip to that.
And we've still got 5 minutes to go, so let's head over here a bit. I can show you some of the cool stuff before it gets too busy. We have
Tekken. Let's see what I say though.
Tekken. There's a big Tekken 8 area.
So let's start from there and let's type in Tekken, see what we've got. We've got a whole bunch of Tekken footage, so we can just drag all that in like that and then decide what to do with it. So as I started by showing the consoles along the side, I should probably start with that one. Move these ones over. Let's see how that looks. It's probably going to be too loud. Again, a nice fade to merge the blurry version and then the final version there might be nice. Let's try that.
Gets too busy.
Maybe a bit further over.
We have.
What other blurs are there? Let's try Gaussian. I think that's how you pronounce it. That might be nicer.
We have.
Because then it kind of looks like the bokeh there anyway. Oh, why does it fade to black though?
Tekken. There's a big Tekken 8.
That looks alright, I think.
Before it gets too busy, we have.
I wish it wasn't so blurry. I kind of want it. Huh. Oh, cool. Maybe more like that.
Tekken.
That's cool. And if we start it from about there, it might almost line up in terms of the angle too. Yeah, that's cool.
There's a big Tekken 8 area there.
And then stop that bit there and cut to the main stage.
Which is really cool to see.
I think we've got a better view of the main stage on that bit, so let's bring that over instead. Put it inside. We don't need the transition. And is it in focus at all? Maybe a little bit. Pull it that way a bit.
Which is really cool to see.
What we can do here, because the screen's a little bit bright, is bring the exposure down a little bit. And what else I can try and do is if I go on effects and mask, is it? No, I'm image mask. Maybe not, because it moves. Yeah, I don't want to go through the effort of doing that yet, but what you can do is basically impose two videos over the top of each other, and then change the exposure on one to expose the screen.
Which is really cool to see.
Maybe that kind of works. Ish. Let's see how it looks without.
Tekken. There's a big Tekken 8 area there, which is really cool to see.
It works. It'll only be on the screen for a second anyway. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, that was cool. Big Tekken statue. We can use that for sure. Let's bring him in with like some more exciting movement. Let's see. How about scale, maybe? Although the thing is, it's going to come in from that top video, so I want to attach it to that one. Like that. Let's see how that looks. And do it out. Yeah, let's try that.
There's another cafe there.
And if we bring that one across all the way so it doesn't cut back to me on the underneath.
There's another
Yeah, that looks cool. How's that for a transition?
area there, which is really cool to see. There's
Oh, you can't even see it. It's going too slow. There we go.
There-
That looks nice.
There's another cafe there.
And we can get rid of me saying there's another cafe there. So, what we can do for that to keep some of the ambience is for this bit, if we detach audio and then just click there and duplicate that a few times and then fade it back in. You can kind of cheat.
There,
Let's
which
see how
is
that
really cool
sounds.
to see.
Perfect.
Here's something
How's
really
that for a
interesting.
cheat?
Apparently this
And then when I say here's something really interesting, we can scale that one out.
apparently
See how that looks.
apparently this section here is actually games that are being funded by the government.
I think that looks okay. Let's get the transfuser section. I've only got 2. Oh, I did have some more from my phone as well, actually. So let's put them 2 in. And then if we go to... Where's the phone clips further down? Or are they part of this at the top? Oh, here they are. Some of these ones were transfuser. Yeah, these ones here. So if I rename them TF1, TF2, TF3, TF4, and you can hold shift and go through them like that, and then if I drag these in here, there we go, that's what we've got to work with for this section. And how long is the overall video? 7 minutes 33. There is another bit as well. Let's see whether where the other interview is. Uh, 146. So if we find out where 146 is, there is 2 minutes and 6 seconds. And that should match one of these. Maybe this one? Yep. So grab that, go down to 146. Right click, synchronize. I think it was called Mobbers. It was a pretty fun dungeon crawling multiplayer sort of retro themed game. There we go, interview Mobbers indie. And then we can do what I was telling you last time. So once we've cut to wherever the start of the video is, which I think is here.
Right,
Yep, there. So let's cut that bit off. What we can do is copy the same information from this clip and then Command Shift V, and you can see it's picked up everything related to the audio, so the volume, the pan, the EQ, the loudness, and you can just paste it over there, and then it should be as listenable as that one. Let's see.
right, I've just played this indie game.
A little bit clipping. Let's try and get rid of that. Maybe voice isolation. It was very loud there, so I'm surprised it managed to pick anything up.
Right, I have just played this
Okay.
indie game called Mobbers, and I'm here with the
Too much voice isolation.
developer, and he's going to tell us a little bit about it.
Perfect. So we'll come back to them later. I'm just wondering how long the video is going to be roughly, so that takes it up to... I won't use all of this either.
Good luck. Thank you.
So we can cut that there. That's going to be about 9 minutes 27.
Fantastic, thank you. Really enjoyed it. Cheers. Thanks a lot.
And then we can cut the same there. That'll bring it back down a little bit more. 9 minutes 22. And this bit here cuts out there as well, because I kept the audio recording in my pocket a bit longer. Let's go. Oh yeah, we're going to sort this bit out because this is going to be really noisy. So we are now officially 1 minute and 40 into the video. And it's taken 2 hours to get to that point. I just love this though. This is my favourite part of making a video, is piecing it together into a way that makes sense. And I might try and do some voiceover at some point as well, maybe off stream, to fill in some of the gaps and things that I didn't talk about during this walkthrough that I was doing here. So actually there's some more Tekken footage. Let's see what we've got here. Do we need that? Let's see what we've actually got for Tekken already.
Before it gets too busy, we have Tekken. There's a big Tekken.
There's a bit of a pause there as well. We have all that can come across. It's kind of messed up the rest of it though. Let's stretch that out a bit. We're going to have to fake even more of these. 2, 3. And let's bring them over very slightly. There we go. Tidy that bit up.
We have Tekken. There's a big Tekken 8 area there, which is really cool to see.
Let's mess that bit up. That needs to be there. Or there, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right.
See. Here's something really interesting.
Cool. And one more. And what else we can do there, like we did before, we'll fade that out, is go from here, go back on the audio there, put a keyframe there, put a keyframe there, and then do the same on the other side. One there. And one halfway in. And then on these inside ones, let's see what it was here. So it went from -14 to minus... Let's just make that even -6. Let's do -5. Let's bring it up even slightly more. -14, -5, -5, -14, -14, -5, -5. And then back down to -14 again. Let's see how that sounds.
Here's something really interesting. Apparently this section here is actually games that are being funded. And now I'm going to head over to the entrance. Battle simulator thing.
We can use a bit of these as well. I think make that a little bit longer. Because it is kind of cool to have this as well with a bit of music. It kind of breaks up me talking the entire time. So let's mute these 2 clips, bring them over this side. And stretch that to about there. Pull them in. And then put a cross dissolve at the end of that one. Bring that in very slightly. And then you can just drag these keyframes over a bit more to about there. Oh, a bit before that actually, about there. Because you want it to fade back down just before I start talking again. Let's try that.
Here's something really interesting.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Do we need these? Let's see. Let's see what it sounds like with and without. What about if we remove them ones?
Here's something really interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. I like keeping them ones because it gives it a bit more ambience. I did realise that's up as well. Just to be more tidy. Let's bring that over to there. And I guess we can do a little fade on each side. Like that. Let's see how that looks and sounds.
We have Tekken. There's a big Tekken 8 area there, which is really cool to see.
Okay, that comes in too late now. That should be coming in from about there. Let's try.
Let's see.
So I still want to hear the crowd in that bit because that's like
See.
a cool part of it. That's good. This bit needs zooming in slightly to get rid of the lines across the outside. Let's do that, and we can also make these colours pop a little bit more as well. And I'll probably do all the colour grading and stuff after, but just for a little tweak. That looks cool. Let's see how that looks. Nice.
Here's something really interesting. Apparently this
Why did
section.
that fade out there?
Here's something really interesting.
just
Apparently
glitched
this
a little bit.
section here is actually games.
Okay, now we have to sort this bit out. Okay, let's cut the audio first, just so we can focus on the video. Just put all that on 0.
Games that are being. Apparently this section here is actually games that are being funded by the government. Games that are being funded by the government, so you can actually vote over there on what games that are being funded by the government. So you can actually vote over there on.
Let's start with them bits, the overviews of that whole area first. I didn't really get to spend as long as I would have liked in that bit.
So you can actually vote over there on what games you think deserve to be getting funding, which is really cool. So I'm definitely going to check some of those out.
I didn't actually play any of them. I watched my girlfriend play
And over
this
here we have the meet and greet.
card game one, and I watched my friend Dean play something about undersea poems. Not entirely sure, but we'll include a little bit of footage there just to be kind. Let's put that inside. Maybe we'll need to speed this whole section up. So what was I saying there?
Where all the celebrities will be doing their sign-ins and things. And then here we have the streaming section. And then here we have the
Maybe I'll
streaming
cut
section.
that bit out.
And over here we have the meet and greet area.
Cut all that out. I think I don't really care about the meet and greet bit. Let's see what we can do with this.
Section here is actually games that are being funded by the government. So you can actually vote over there on what games you think deserve to be getting funding, which is really cool.
Okay. Let's make these both the same length. That is 2 seconds 49. Let's make it 250. And let's make that one 250. Let's see how that looks.
Is actually games that are... This section here is actually games... This section here is actually
That's better. I don't need spinning the camera around.
Being funded by the government, so you can actually vote over there on what games you think deserve to be getting funding, which is really cool. So I'm definitely going to check some of those out later. And then here we have the
Perfect. That actually fitted really nicely. Right, I think we need to think about changing the music because it's been going a bit long. So maybe from here.
Here's something really interesting.
From here, we can change the song as well. Just as that fades back down, so we can actually fade that out completely by dragging that over.
Here's something...
maybe a bit later. So we can actually delete that keyframe. And I suppose delete that one. And just use that whole ending section there to fade the song to nothing.
Here's something really interesting.
And then we can start whatever the other song is. Let's go back on here. See what else we liked. I think this one sounded pretty cool. Hey, Betamark's back. Front yard done. Yay. I think these streams will help people appreciate the level of complexity and artistic expression. Hopefully. I mean, it's a lot of people, I think, don't realise how much effort goes into deciding how to structure a video. And this is obviously a simple one because this was all just stuff that I filmed, so I didn't really need to go through any of the effort of recording any games or writing a script or anything. This was just all off the cuff. And already, how far in am I? I'm 1 minute 39 in, and it's taken me 2 hours to get that far. But yeah, some of the other videos that I've got planned literally take me weeks to get through, like some of the history ones. It's just crazy how long some of them take. That's why I can't keep pumping them out as fast as I would like, even though that's the kind of content I would like to do more of, but it just takes so long. And obviously I work 9 to 5 anyway, and then I get like an hour after work to go and have dinner and walk the dog, and then it's literally straight into making videos, and that's the entire week. So it is definitely a passion project thing. Right, where are we up to? I was going to pick another song, wasn't I? Hey, I've used that one before. But a lot of other people have used that one too. Sounds pretty cool. A nice drum beat. I like the ones with drum beats because you can chop the different video bits up in time with it. I like it. Not super cool though. Heavy and ponderous. What does that even mean? Ooh. That's a nice one. Kind of sounds like Donkey Kong Country. Motivational overload. Yeah, that's cool. Let's use that one. We can always change them afterwards. So, like I said before, if we go into the editing SSD, open up audio, BGM, any new songs, I drag into there first of all, and then if I like them enough, then I move them into the template folder. So let's come here, make it green so we know that it's music. Let's see what that was set to, normally -14. So come up here and type in -14. And if we come back a little bit more, because you want to fade that in over the other one, like that. It should be a nice smooth transition from one to the other. Let's see how that sounds.
Here's something really interesting. Apparently this
Maybe a bit more. Let's try it from there.
Here's something really interesting.
Yeah, that's better. You can't really tell it's changing songs then, even though it's very different.
Here's something really interesting. Apparently this section here is actually games that are being funded by the government.
Right, that bit needs zooming in slightly because I can see the dark corners. I bet no one cares, but it would annoy me anyway. And these bits were all just filmed on my phone, so I'm really glad that Final Cut's updated actually, because it actually translates the HDR footage from the iPhone into regular SDR for this, whereas before I even made my own macro on here. This one, iPhone HDR, specifically with all the settings to fix it, but it just fixes it by itself now. So I wish it had done that a while back, but anyway, better late
So
than
you can
never.
actually vote over there on what games you think deserve to be getting funding, which is really cool. So I'm definitely going to check some of those out later. And then here we have the streaming section.
Streaming zone. I didn't get to do that in the end. Streaming area.
Maybe I'll try and have a go on these later. I'm not really sure how to sign up for it though, so we'll find out. I'll come back over there in a bit and see whether we can get some streaming going on. There's the Creators Hub, which hopefully we can go and check out a bit later on. Now, this is something really interesting.
Okay, let's skip to... We didn't go back and stream, and we didn't go and check that out, so let's skip to here.
Now, this is something really interesting over here. This is actually a zombie infection experience.
This was really cool, actually. We did this. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any footage from inside it. I wish I could have, because it was so cool. But we have these clips here anyway, so let's bring these over. See what we can do with them. So, yeah, you can kind of see... I better turn the sound off on these first. Because you can't really hear anything anyway. So you can kind of see on this CCTV camera that people are running around inside and being chased by zombies, and you have to shoot them and
And
stuff.
we're actually doing that this afternoon, me and three other friends. So
And you
we're
could-
actually doing that this
whoever
afternoon
was,
with some friends, so that'll be real.
Standing on the outside could press the buttons there and shoot steam into the rooms, which was really cool.
Fun. Hopefully I can try and get some footage from
I was not allowed to get any footage from inside. 2 hands on the gun at all times.
inside, but I can't promise anything. From inside, but I can't promise anything. But fingers crossed, we can have a look at what that's like. Now, over here.
What is
of
this
course,
terrible
something
camera
very
work?
exciting.
What am I doing? Let's start with that, actually. Restricted, and then go into that one. And then this one? That'd be a cool way to end it. Let's see, add some dissolves.
Actually, a zombie infection experience.
That's cool. That's like the only frame where the vignette actually looks cool. I might even make that a bit more pronounced. That looks good, doesn't it?
Experience.
Let's make this a bit darker as well.
And we're actually doing that this afternoon, me and three other friends. So, and we're actually doing that this afternoon with some friends. So, and
And I repeated myself there.
we're at the
So I can actually cut that. Maybe there and delete that whole section. Bring all that over. Let's try that.
experience.
And I like to, if I've cut and there's a bit of dead air, just do that so it fades in more seamlessly. Let's try that.
Experience. And we're actually doing that this
Perfect.
afternoon. with
You
some-
can't even tell that
experience.
something's been cut out.
And we're actually doing that this afternoon with some friends, so that'll be really fun. Hopefully I can try and get some footage from inside, but I can't promise anything. But fingers crossed, we can have a look at what that's like.
Okay, and then cut that there, and then I can just end with the instructions.
Now, over here, of course, this is something I'm very excited about. This is
Oh, maybe cut that even a bit
we can
shorter.
have a look at what that's like. Now,
Do I bring the audio up a little bit there? There's not really much to say. Let's try it, just for a little bit, so people can get a little bit of a listen of this new song. Cut in there. And we'll do the same again. I think it was -6, wasn't it? So it starts on -14. Or was it -5? I think it was -5. And do the same on that one. Let's see how that is.
We can have a look at what that's like. Now, over
Zombie checkpoint. I wonder whether I can use one of their videos on YouTube. Let's see. They might have some sort of promotional video that we can steal. I spelled checkpoint wrong. There we go. Insomnia as well. Perfect. Hey, this was the actual place that I did it in too. Awesome. Although it was a lot darker than that, I guess they made it a bit brighter for the video. Cool. So what I can do, I've actually got a really nice way of downloading videos. So up here in this toolbox, I have this download video button. So all I need to do is click on that and then click here. And it should pick up the video and turn it into an MP4 file for me. Fingers crossed. Sometimes it doesn't like the files, but most of the time it does. There we go, it's downloading. Cool, there we go, there's our file. So we can just take it from there, put it in B-roll. And we can bring it down here. Awesome. And then we can keep this going with the music for a bit longer. So let's see what we want from this. Even though it's not my footage, I can just put a little thing like thank you to whatever YouTube channel it is to advertise it. Because I don't really want any of the text, I just want like little bits and pieces like this. And hopefully there's a bit later on of people actually shooting them, which was like the main point of it. Arm up and aim for the head. Here we go. There we go. We can give them a little bit of advertising at the end there. Let's see how this looks.
like
Maybe this music doesn't really work.
now over here, of course.
We need something a bit more boom, 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 a bit more impactful. Let's see. I don't even know what you would search. Restless, heavy and ponderous. Let's try that. No, still not quite energetic enough. What about dark? What does dark mean in terms of music? How is that dark? Dark and eccentric. No. I need something more impactful. I'm skipping to the bigger bits and songs. Too clubby. Dreamy and epic and restless. That might be a good one. What is epic about that? These are all too... Rise of the Dead. Yes. Sure, that'll do. It's very different to my usual stuff, but it might be good for that scene. Let's try it. Where am I going? Editing SSD, audio, BGM. What's it called? Rise of the Dead. Maybe we can just start that from there. So we've still got the little less heavy section for the transfuser stuff. And we can delete these keyframes here because that song didn't work. And cut that around... What's this? The streaming bit. We can keep it for the streaming bit.
A zombie.
And then there. I'll cut it there just before I say the word zombie. And change all that back to -16. Fade it out around there. Like that. And then fade this one in just underneath it. And start this one at -16 as well. And then we can fade it up during this bit here where I'm not talking. Maybe bring that over to the start of that. And bring that to the end. And just give them equal fade in and fade out. Let's see.
This is something really interesting over here. This is actually a zombie infection experience.
A bit
I'm
louder.
actually doing that this afternoon with some friends, so that'll be really fun. Hopefully I can try and get some footage from inside, but I can't promise anything. Fingers crossed we can have a look at what that's like.
Does the song get heavier? I want to start it from like the main bit.
Now, over here, of course, this is something I'm very excited about. This is the retro area.
Can't really tell from the waveform. The whole thing is loud.
And then, what do we have here? There's the Insomnia main stage up there. And a...
I think that's it the whole way through. Ooh. That's better. Let's try it from there instead. Whoa, that's too far. Let's see how that sounds.
This is something really interesting over here. This is actually a zombie infection experience. And we're actually doing that this afternoon with some friends. So
That's where it comes in.
Hopefully
I can see it there. Is it?
So that'll be really fun. Hopefully I can try and get some footage from inside, but I can't.
That's where it starts. So that bit needs to come in there, and then we can drag this over and then come back here there, put the first keyframe. There, put the second one. And then there, put the third one. And go across very slightly, put the last one there, and then go 1, 2, -5. And then forward 1, -5. Let's see how that sounds. Let's play it full screen too.
This is something really interesting over here. This is actually a zombie infection experience. And we're actually doing that this afternoon with some friends, so that'll be really fun. Hopefully I can try and get some footage from inside, but I can't promise anything. But fingers crossed, we can have a look at what that's like.
Yeah, that's better. Still not as
Now, over
dark
here,
as I would have liked,
of
but I
course,
guess
this
it
is something
worked.
I'm very excited about. This is the retro area.
Yay, we got loads of footage from the retro area. Let's cut there. Or cut a bit
This
sooner.
is the retro area.
Let's cut right there actually.
What do we have here? There's the Insomnia main stage. Up there.
Right, so we can delete all that. Let's stretch that out a bit. So this is where the retro stuff's going to go. So let's type in retro, see what we got. We got loads. Look at all this retro. So everything from there to there. And there's a lot. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Let's see how much this takes up. Suddenly the video became 24 minutes long. How are we going to cut this down? Look at all that extra footage. Let's start by turning all the sound off. And bringing these bigger ones out of the way because we don't need to look at these yet. And that one. Because that's all the gameplay, so we'll chuck that at the end for now. We can come back to all that. Let's see, what have we actually got to work with? I'm going to make the video a little bit smaller so I can see this a bit clearer. Let's start with that.
I'm very excited about this is the retro.
Did I cut myself off too much?
Excited about this is the retro area.
Perfect. Although I want to change the music again. We've got to have some retro style tunes here. I think I've got a good selection of retro ones anyway, so we can just open up this retro break folder. Let's close these other ones down. We just want BGM and retro break, and for going music, epidemic backgrounds. Why aren't these ones here? Where are they? Download. They're off in the clouds.
Access granted.
That's a cool one. Don't know why it says access granted at the start. Maybe we can use this one. What else have we got? Neon lights. Bit more lower. Oh, we got all these ones up here, aren't they? Oh, you've probably heard this one a million times. I use this one a lot. And this one. And that one. I think these are the newer ones.
Access granted.
Let's use that one. That sounds cool. Okay, we have retro music.
Right, this is the retro area.
Access granted.
The retro area.
Retro area. Right about this is the retro area.
Okay. -5. And ease it in a little bit. Might be able to just show this with just audio.
Area.
Just music. Yeah. Now this is where the fun comes in, because you want to try and cut it on the beats. So if you look at the... in fact, if we zoom and make the audio a bit taller, like that, you can use that to kind of line up where you want the clips to be. So each one of them is dun, 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 dun. So you want the next one to come in there. Let's bring that over. Pull that one up. Let's see how that looks.
Area.
Oh, maybe it is from Half-Life. And hey, first time chat, Power Skills, welcome. Do you think I should keep that bit in? I can bring it over here a bit more. Like this.
I'm very excited about this is the retro area.
Access granted.
Yeah, maybe I'll keep it. It's pretty cool. Now we've got to readjust that to make it fit somewhere. There's some better bits than that actually. Let's pull this out for now. I kind of want an overview first. Yeah, that's better. That's a nice overview as well, looking at the arcade machines. There's so much, I don't know how to put this together. Let's see.
Area.
Access granted. Access granted.
Maybe I should actually only have that on for like a second and then go straight into the stuff there. So the access granted bit is the retro gaming bit, and then the music starts. And let's start with the other clip, because the other clip looks a bit more interesting. Yeah, that one looks better. Let's try that.
Area.
Access granted.
And then there. That's basically the same clip. We don't want it twice. That side actually looks cool. Let's try that. Now, these next bits we can sort of speed it up and just do 1 or 2 beats for each section. So. And I suppose we can get rid of that ambient crowd noises too, like that.
This is the retro area.
Access granted.
Let's do something cool. If we're bringing that in, let's do zoom.
Area.
Access Access granted.
Let's see how that works.
The retro area.
Access granted.
And zoom out as well. Put that right on the join there. Or let's see what other movement options we've got. How about scale out? So that should go into the screen. Out. That's it. Let's see. Yeah, that's much better. How cool is that? Maybe make it a bit longer.
Now, over here, of course, this is something I'm very excited about. This is the retro area.
Access granted.
Now, do a few quick cuts for this last bit. I want to try and at least get the outline for the video done tonight, and then I can finish editing it tomorrow. But it still looks like we've got so much more to go through, and interviews to add in as well. There's so much to do, and these bits. We'll come to them in a minute. The start's looking good though. Shall we watch it and see if there's anything else we want to tweak? Oh, the frame rate's going to be awful because it's streaming at the same time, but you can still get an idea of what
Hey
it'll look like.
everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show, so I'm going to have a quick walk around now and see what we can find. Intel is right over there showing off some gaming PCs. There's a fun ball pit on that side, which I had to play around in yesterday, trying to win some prizes.
Let's go, Retro, let's go. So no time to pose to the camera. 3,200, but you were best in your presence.
Yes, I'm better than my friends!
No!
Over here, there's a range of different...
Wow, it
market
really doesn't
stores.
like me
We'll get
being in
that
front of the
later.
camera. It's killing the
Lots of
frame
cool
rate.
stuff. There's some Pokemon, there's Kirby things.
I never
Pokemon
found
things.
Kirby.
All sorts of cool stuff there. There's some more gaming PCs on that side. There's some cool lights here. I really like that. Some cool stuff for the game room. Overclockers UK on that side. My girlfriend's picked up a new computer tower, which looks really nice. Lenovo over there. And we've still got 5 minutes to go, so let's head over here a bit. I can show you some of the cool stuff before it gets too busy. We have Tekken. There's a big Tekken 8 area there, which is really cool to see.
I think it all looks pretty good so far. I'll probably end up tweaking a lot after I've finished streaming, but we'll see how
Here's
far we
something
can
really
get.
interesting. Apparently this section here is actually games that are being funded by the government. So you can actually vote over there on what games you think deserve to be getting funding, which is really cool. So I'm definitely going to check some of those out later. And then here we have the streaming section. Maybe I'll try and have a go on these later. I'm not really sure how to sign up for it though, so we'll find out.
Taking
Now,
notes on that
this
desk,
is
all the
something
streaming
really
equipment.
interesting over here. This is actually a zombie infection experience. And we're actually doing that this afternoon with some friends, so that'll be really fun. Hopefully I can try and get some footage from inside, but I can't promise anything. But fingers crossed, we can have a look at what that's like.
That's cool with the music coming in. I might have to put something on the screen to say that it's their video, not mine,
Now,
for
over here,
that bit.
Of course, this is
Although
something
I
I'm very
guess that
excited about. This
gives
is
it
the
away
retro
anyway, doesn't it?
area.
Access granted.
Access granted. Okay, I think that's as far as we got up to. Let's cut in some of these consoles here. Or let's make all of these shorter ones the same length first, because that is a really long clip. Where's my cursor gone? This one. Okay, that one's more of a tour. Let's cut this one up first. So we have a little bit of GameCube, and then skip all that out. Okay, literally a second on there. That'll do. And then what I'm going to do is highlight all of these and set them to like 1 second each or something. Maybe get rid of all that. I did that one twice. I do have footage of me playing on some of these as well, so I don't spend too long just doing this overview bit. That Cooking Mama game was weird. What's going on there? Where's my audio gone?
I can try and get some
Oh, that
footage.
was the other bit of this.
And then what do we have here? There's the Insomnia main stage.
Okay. So add that to the list. Add that to the list. And then if we highlight all of these and make them 2 seconds each, there we go. Now they're all nice and even. And then we can put them in there and stretch that out. And see how that looks.
Access granted.
If I did it properly, I'd work out how many beats the song is and how long each one lasts, and then we could... I think 2 seconds is okay, or is that too long? Maybe that's alright. I'm not making a Mr. Beast video. Maybe I don't need that one. I can do a little bit of a voiceover over this as well. Is that one on twice? Yeah. And there were some other clips over here, I think. Where's the one of me walking over? There was a really cool one of me walking through that area. It was sometime early on day 2, so just after all this, maybe? Oh, no, day 3. So I'll rename that. That would be a cool way to end that section, is with it suddenly getting really busy. So let's put that in there. But we can keep some of the sound there as well. And I can do some voiceover after, like, oh, we're so excited I got to play Radiant Silvergun on an arcade machine. I can just use some of that and just cut it into bits and pieces. Let's see how that looks. Need some sort of transition. Maybe 2 seconds for these ones is too long. I don't know.
Excited about this is the retro area.
Access granted.
Yeah, these bits need cutting down. Let's see, how long's that one? 151. No, that one's too long. Let's just make them all 2 seconds, or we can try 1.5. Let's see how that looks. What do you think, if anyone's watching on Twitch right now, do you think that's a good amount of time between each clip for this section? Maybe I don't like the way that last one turns round there. That's all I've got. Maybe I'll just delete that clip. That's better. And that cooking one a bit. I'll delete that because I've actually got me playing it a bit later on. And we can cut that. So it's not too long of me walking over either. That looks really cool now. Maybe I'll get rid of some of the arcade machines because there is a lot there. Yeah, that's cool. I love Radiant Silvergun as well. I hadn't properly played it before either, so I was definitely having a lot of fun. It made me want to get it for the Saturn. Look how you can use the sword and just wave it around like that. It's really cool. That's how I can end that bit. Just ah. And then maybe I don't need to show the. I don't know. The cooking mama thing was interesting, but the game itself was a bit rubbish. If I'm being completely honest, it was very easy. So how far have we actually edited up to? I think there's still some bits to do there, so we are about 2 minutes 40-ish. Wow, and I've been streaming for 2 hours and 40-ish. So my speed of editing seems like an hour of editing is a minute of footage. That's really interesting. I've never actually timed it before. That's really cool, actually. So an hour of editing work is 1 minute of a finished video. That's like a revelation. How much of this do I want to show? I deleted the clip with the Cooking Mama arcade machine on it. One hour of production to 1 minute of music is your studio goal. Cool. If I can do it for video, you can do it for audio. Sounds like a good goal to aim for. Roughly how long does it take you to come up with a finished song then? If you're already in the flow and if you've already got an idea of what you want, is it like 4 or 5 hours to make like a regular length song? For the rough draft anyway, obviously it would take longer to go back and tweak it. My wrist's aching. I've been on the computer all day. I'm going to give it another 15 minutes tonight, maybe go up until 11 o'clock. Let's see how much further we can get. I'm going to take out the Cooking Mama stuff for now, but I'll probably come back in and add it back in after. In fact, what I can do, and what I do sometimes, is if you click on the T up here in the corner, go on Titles, go down to Custom. I usually just drag something in like this and go like that. To leave myself a note somewhere. And if I'm gonna change the music after that anyway. So if I end the music there, then it means that anything I edit after this point doesn't affect anything before it, so it's fine. So where are we going next?
And then what do we have here? There's the Insomnia main.
Don't need
What
that
do we
bit.
have here?
Don't need what do we have here, because you'll know what we have here, so let's delete that bit. So it should say what we...
There's the Insomnia main stage up there.
main stage. Do I have anything for that? I have 3.
Up there. And a VR racing game.
I kind of want to show a bit of the dark room as well for the main stage bit. And I'll go through and do some voiceover after the stream's over. Oh, that's a better one for the intro to it anyway.
Stage up there.
Let's dissolve that in. Bit there.
Main stage up there. And a
Perfect. Maybe I don't need that one, but I'll use the one with people talking for a little bit.
and a VR racing game section.
And let's drag that out a little bit so I can add in some of the stuff for the dark room. Eventually we'll both get paid to do this stuff, then you can commission a track where you do all the video editing and you make a beat drop in right at the timestamp. Oh, that would be so cool. Imagine if you had custom music for the actual video itself that timed perfectly with what was going on. Let's do that. Let's do that one day. I'm holding you to that. We can sort something out. I don't know what it'll be or when, but that sounds really cool to have actual custom music to match what's going on in the video. I don't know how I would even decide how to edit it without hearing what was going on first, but that is something to aim for. Yeah, that sounds really cool. Let's do it when we're both rich and famous.
And a VR racing game section, which sounds really cool.
Right, before that, let's see where the phone stuff is. Dark room. Oh, actually, I should call it main stage. Main stage, dark room interval. If I drag that onto the bottom there, it doesn't... I don't have to keep pushing the other footage over either. What? Why is Twitch not allowing you to say loony? Well, I'm sure most films and TV do that, I guess. I know a lot of old movies basically relied on having the custom soundtrack throughout the entire thing to add to it. I find that happens a lot less with modern films, but if you look at films from like the 80s and 90s especially, they all pretty much have an ongoing soundtrack throughout the entire thing that changes in tempo and stuff depending on what's going on. Which seems kind of like a lost art these days. These days you only get like music in certain key scenes. Do you know what I mean? The forbidden campsite. You're not allowed to look at this. I'm not going to include that in the video. It would be interesting to actually camp there though. The event was actually on for 4 days and you can actually stay inside the NEC and just camp in this room and then spend the rest of your time here on the computers. It just seems so cool. I was speaking with my girlfriend and she thought, and I agreed, that it would be a really cool idea to actually go to this with a bunch of friends, but not go there to play games or stream, but to actually go there to make a game. To be able to focus for 4 days in an environment like that, surrounded by other talented people, and just... You could stream the entire thing on Twitch as well, which would be so fun. But to just spend that time focusing as a group and actually making something would be so cool. I might actually suggest that, not for the April one, because we've already booked to go away with our friends who went to this one again, but maybe for the one in October. I'm coming up with ideas now. Maybe the group of people that we were doing the game jam with before, we could do that over the 4 days, book the Thursday and Friday off work, take our own computers and actually build a game over the 4 days and just spend the time doing that at Insomnia. That would be such a cool atmosphere. Oh, I'm getting really hyped up to do that now. That would be amazing. Okay, I'm getting carried away. Let's put these in here. Again, I'll probably just do it. Maybe not without sound, because... This was so fun. Dark Room was awesome.
Let's go again. Fuck, I can see why the protagonist of your series is mute. That's good. COVID will get him. That's only one game, right? Friend, you awake to find yourself in a dark room. What do you want? Bullshit, man. Find the light switch. How do you find the light switch? You're in a dark room. You need the light switch to see. Do you see? Go, my love. I see. Bullshit, you see. You're in a dark.
It's great. I'll find a way of making all that fit. For now, let's just do 2 seconds, and I don't know how to make it infinity. Minus 100. That works. And do this one. 2 seconds. Bring that down to 0. And the same with this as well. Don't need to keep that on the screen too long. And then we can drag this over like that. And that should just flow straight into the other one. And I just realised we've got no music for this bit. Let's see, what else do I talk about after?
And a VR racing game section, which sounds really cool. There's actually a load of
low effort stream. For me, this is literally no effort stream because this is what I would be doing anyway. But yeah, maybe a little bit faster and more focused. But I think it's actually helped me edit a little better because I'm actually articulating my thoughts out loud before I do them, whereas usually I would just be doing them straight away and not thinking about it. So maybe it has helped, and I did enjoy it, so I'm glad that other people did too. I always find it interesting when I watch someone else working on something creative, so I'm really glad that that's come across in this video. We're nearly done, I think.
and a VR racing game section, which sounds really cool.
Do I have anything for that? I don't know if I do. Let's pick some more music. What was this one? That's just a nice background one.
Exit.
That one's pretty cool. Yeah, let's use that. That can come in from here, which is like the next section of the video that we were working on. I can't remember what I had it on, -16.
There's the Insomnia main stage up
Yeah.
there.
Don't need the sound on there. And then doing the voiceover, I can say, and we came back later on in the day to go back to the main stage and played the dark room. Blah 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 blah, you die.
And a VR racing game section, which sounds really cool.
Let's see if we've got anything for racing. Sim racing. It's not the VR bit, but whatever. It'll do.
VR racing game section, which sounds really cool. There's actually a load of really interesting VR.
More VR stuff. Let's see what we've got for VR. I didn't actually play anything in VR, despite the amount of VR things that were on the show. There was some really cool stuff. There was something we wanted to do, which was like a VR space battle multiplayer arena thing. And we were about to do it, but then it turned out that you needed to actually pay £15 to play it, which was a bit of a shock because we thought you could just go in there and play it for free like the ones you could do in the main hall, but apparently not. Although it did look really fun,
There's
so
actually a
I'm
load
not
of
sure whether I
really
regret
interesting
doing it or not. Let's bring me back just for a little bit there. Let's see how that looks.
and a VR racing game section, which sounds really cool. There's actually a load of really interesting VR stuff, which I'm.
And there's a fly flying around. I don't know whether you could see him on the camera just then. Ah, what's happened to my clips? That's better.
Stuff, which I'm hoping to check out later. In the other room over there, there was a really cool sort of space battle simulator thing in VR.
Did I get any footage from that? I don't even know if I got any footage from that side of the room at all, actually. Let's see. Oh, I did get a little bit because the Mario Kart tournament was in that side. But as you can see, it was really dark on that side of the room, so you can't really see anything. Anything else on that side of the room? Not really, that's gone too far. That was at the back of the other room. Can you even see it from there? Not really. I suppose that merch store was in the other room, but you can't really see it either. Maybe I'll just have to ignore that bit. Did I not mention the indie games at all? I guess I'll insert them. Let's carry on and see what I say here.
Which we can check out. There's the main stage. And now I'm going to head over to the entrance and we can see everyone coming in. Queuing up. There's a few other people. I think everyone's queuing up. There's a few other people with cameras there too.
Okay, we can just skip straight to that then.
And now I'm going to head over to the entrance and we can see everyone coming in. I think everyone's queuing up. There's a few other people with cameras there too.
So I only show that for a little bit. It didn't look like there was that many people, but there's loads actually. Maybe we should put that bit in fast forward. Oh, here we go.
And then in this second hall here, this is where all the daily tournaments are. Hopefully we're going to sign up for Mario Kart 1 sometime this afternoon. You can see some people practicing right here. I'll be back later to try and win. Right, I will be back there later to try and win some Mario Kart goodies. Right, I will be back there later to try and win some Mario Kart goodies.
Let's see what else I said there.
Hey everyone, we're here today at Insomnia Gaming Festival. I've managed to come in before everyone else, so let's go and take a bit of a walk and see what the show has to offer.
That's actually I forgot I did that other intro. That's actually better than the real intro. So let's see whether we can squeeze that in at the start instead of this.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia Gaming Festival, and I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come to the show, so I'm going to have a quick...
Let's see if we can use that there instead. See if I can be really cheeky and literally just do this. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we can try. Trying to be sneaky and just cover up the other bits. It shouldn't affect anything else, apart from that needs to come in a bit more now. Let's see how that looks. Let's see how it looks from the start.
Hey everyone.
That's too fast. And that should be green. Just to differentiate the music from the sound effects.
Hey everyone, we're here today at Insomnia Gaming Festival. I've managed to come in before...
Let's bring that forward a bit. That's a much better a place to start the video, isn't it? Let's see what we can do to make this look a bit better. I quite like it looking a bit dark, actually.
Insomnia Gaming Festival. I've managed to come in before everyone else, so let's go and take a bit of a walk and see what... I've managed to come in before everyone else, so let's go and take a bit of a walk and see the festival. I've managed to come in before everyone else, so let's go and take a bit of a festival. I've managed to come in before everyone else, so let's go and take a bit of a walk and see what the show has to offer. Intel is right over there showing off some gaming. At Insomnia Gaming Festival, I've managed to come in before everyone else, so let's go and take a bit of a walk and see what the show has to offer. Intel is right over there showing off some gaming PCs. There's a fun ball. Intel.
I kind of want that to start on that side so it doesn't look like it's two different videos. That looks better. Let's try that.
Intel is right over there showing off some gaming
That's better.
PCs. There's a fun ball pit on that.
That's great. So the video properly starts at about 18 seconds,
Intel is right.
which is brilliant because my goal for video intros is to make sure that they're under 30 seconds long. So starting at 18 is great. We won't lose anyone that way.
Hey everyone, we're here today at Insomnia Gaming Festival. I've managed to come in before everyone else, so let's go and take a bit of a walk and see what the show has to offer. Intel is right over there showing off some gaming PCs. There's a fun ball pit on that side, which I had to play around in yesterday, trying to win some prizes.
Let's go, retrograde, let's go.
I'll make it full screen. We can watch through it.
3,200, but you were best in your presence.
Yes, I'm better than my friends!
No!
Over here, there's a range of different market stalls. We'll go and have a look at them later. Loads of cool stuff. There's some Pokemon, there's Kirby things, Pokemon things, all sorts of cool stuff there. There's some more gaming PCs on that side. There's some cool lights here.
That's a nice transition.
Some cool stuff.
I'm patting myself on the back for that one.
Overclockers UK on that side. My girlfriend's picked up a new computer tower, which looks really nice. Lenovo over there. And we've still got 5 minutes to go, so let's head over here a bit. I can show you some of the cool stuff before it gets too busy. We have Tekken. There's a big Tekken 8 area there, which is really cool to see. Here's something really interesting. Apparently this section here is actually games that are being funded by the government. So you can actually vote over there on what games you think deserve to be getting funding, which is really cool. So I'm definitely going to check some of those out later. And then here we have the streaming section. Maybe I'll try and have a go on these later. I'm not really sure how to sign up for it though, so we'll find out. Now, this is something really interesting over here. This is actually a zombie infection experience. And we're actually doing that this afternoon with some friends, so that'll be really fun. Hopefully I can try and get some footage from inside, but I can't promise anything. But fingers crossed, we can have a look at what that's like. Now, over here, of course, this is something I'm very excited about. This is the retro area.
Access granted.
I forgot I did that.
There's the Insomnia main stage up there.
I'll put some voiceover on this bit later on.
And a VR racing game section, which sounds really cool. There's actually a load of really interesting VR stuff, which I'm hoping to check out later. In the other room over there, there was a really cool sort of space battle simulator thing in VR, which we can check out. There's the main stage. And now I'm going to head over to the entrance.
I guess I don't need to show there's a main stage again, because I already showed that before.
Which we can check out.
So if I just stop there and go straight to that, maybe?
So now I'm going to head over to the entrance.
Okay,
Really
let's
cool,
watch it again from there.
cool sort of space battle simulator thing in VR, which we can check out. So now I'm going to head over to the entrance and we can see everyone coming in. I think everyone's queuing up. There's a few other people with cameras there too.
I know it looks really choppy, but that
And then
bit's
in this
in fast
second hall
forward.
here, this is where all the daily tournaments are. Hopefully we're going to sign up
That
for
works really
Mario
well.
Kart
I'll just pause there for a sec. I was really worried that when the crowd comes in, that would feel like it's the end of the video. But the way I transitioned it straight into going into the second room, I think works quite well.
1. And then in this second hall here,
Maybe I should make that a little longer and bring in the audio underneath and fade, just to make it even more obvious that it's going to carry on before that section ends. Let's try that. Oh, I just thought as well, I do have a nice what is it? Motion blur? Do I still have it? No, I don't have it anymore. It was part of that Alex 4D pack, I think, but the only thing I've got in there now is grow shrink. Let's have a quick look. See if I can download it quickly. Wow, they are old. 2012. Oh no, that's not the right thing. New Final Cut plugins. Alex 4D is great if you want Final Cut plugins. Let's see, search for motion blur. Maybe not. Hello. Hi. Yeah. Hello. I'm only doing a basic stream anyway. I've just been editing stuff. Want to see how it's coming on? Yeah. People have been really enjoying it. Yeah. There you go. Have a look at all that.
Overclocker.
Yeah. I mentioned your computer.
It's very cool.
I might do a little video of it set up in your room to show how it looks.
Okay.
Because I mentioned that you bought it.
So I'm gonna go tidy my room.
Yeah. Gotta tidy up. Yeah, it's cool though, and I did a nice intro. It's hard to play it back though because I'm streaming from the Mac as well, so the frame rate's really struggling.
hey everyone, we're here today at...
But yeah, it's going well. I've nearly... I didn't know what to do with the interviews yet because I realised that when I was walking around I wasn't talking about the indie section at all. So I somehow need to add these bits in.
Yeah.
And there was more retro area stuff. I said I was going to call it a night at 11 anyway. It's already 10 past.
I came to show you that I started working on the chows.
I want all of them. Dark Chow and Hero Chow. What's that one?
Knuckles.
Ah, Knuckles Chow.
Yeah.
Cool. And a Tails one at the top.
And a Tails, and a Sonic, and
Yeah.
a Shadow, and an Amy.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, I'm nearly done anyway. Well, am I? Yeah, maybe I'll end it there anyway. Or let's do a little bit more.
This is where all the daily tournaments are. Hopefully we're going to sign up for a Mario Kart 1 sometime this afternoon. You can see some people practicing right here. Right, I will be back there later to try and win some Mario Kart goodies. First of all, I want to...
Where does that jump out of nowhere? Where's the Mario Kart stuff? Oh my god, there's so much. This video is going to take forever to make. Dump these things in here anyway. There's me playing Mario Kart. We can just cut straight to that.
Mario Kart goodies.
I didn't win, by the way. And you can't really see anything because of the exposure wasn't great. Oh well.
Go Rinky!
Or it wasn't great when I wasn't holding the camera. Do we want all this footage? Maybe just that one. That's probably enough. There is some more main stuff that I haven't added yet. There's main 3. Let's see what this is.
Hey everyone, we're here at Insomnia.
Oh, is
Gaming
this just
Festival.
the other-
And I actually got to come in early before everyone else gets a chance to come around the show. So I'm going to have a quick walk around now and see what we can find, and then we're going to go over to the entrance and watch everyone coming in. There's some really cool stuff here. Intel is right over.
That's just the normal one. Here we go, this is new.
But that is only one part of.
So that is 35 seconds long. Let's see if we can find the audio to go along with that. So we're looking for main 4 LAN, 35 seconds. So it might be this one. There should be something that matches.
That is only
Yes, there it is. So that is main 4 LAN audio. And merge that with main 4 LAN here. Main 4 LAN. I don't know what main 3 is then if I've got main 4. I should have come up with a better naming convention for this. Anyway, main 4 LAN. Let's put that here. I can't believe I forgot to talk about the indie games. And then let's cut that to where it starts, which is there.
But that is only one. But that is only one part of it.
And how can we make that good without it clipping? The whole point of that 32-bit audio is that it doesn't clip, but it's still quiet.
But that is only one part of Insomnia. If you come with me back here, there's actually a bring your own computer room where you and a bunch of friends can come and play LAN games on the PC together. It's so cool in there, so let me go and show you what it's all about.
Awesome. That was a really cool. That was a really good take as well. That was my first try saying that.
It looks like it's so much fun in there, and I would love to come here with a bunch of friends one day and just play. I would love to come here with a bunch of friends one day and just play. It looks like it's so much fun in there, and I would love to come here with a bunch of friends one day.
The second bit I didn't do quite as well.
I would love to come here with a bunch of friends one day.
And then that bit there. Let's see if that flows.
Come here with a bunch of friends one day and just play some.
Yeah,
computer
perfect.
games for
Listen to
hours.
that. You can't even
Come
tell.
here with a bunch of friends one day and just play some
Apart from the
computer
fact
games for hours.
the,
And you can even camp here overnight too. It's just incredible. First of all,
Okay. So where is that on here? Start of day 3, I think. LAN room. There we go. So from there to there, let's pull them in here. We're going to find a way of making these fit. Wait, somewhere, maybe after the transistor bit, I want to add in the stuff about the indie games. Where's that? Transfuser bit, sorry.
And then here we have the streaming section.
So, I'm going to do what I did before with the Cooking Mama bit and add in one of the titles to remind myself to go back to that later. So, add in custom, and then just put in there, add in indie area and interviews. Let's see what we've got for indie, because I know I did have quite a lot there anyway. We can worry about timings later. I'll just do what I did for the other bit and just make them all 3 seconds long with no audio, just so we've got something to work with. And this is one of the ones that I did the interview for, so we can probably somehow put the interview over there, which is this, and F1. F1 retro. Let's add that in here as well. Just to sort of put them in the right place at least. So minus 100. I'll sort this out tomorrow. Minus 100. Interview.
Okay,
up to 4-player, drop in, drop out multiplayer like the old Lego Star Wars games.
I'll have to adjust the audio for him because he's a bit more quiet than I am.
yeah, loads of replay value then.
Yeah, loads of gameplay value.
Okay. And grab the other interview. Put that one in there. Yay, okay, we got it. That's where it'll fit, and then we come back out again.
And then here we have the stream section. Maybe I'll try and have a go on these later. Not
Maybe
really
I
sure
can
how to
start
sign
that
up for it, though.
from there.
And then here we have the stream section. Maybe I'll try and have. Can come and play LAN games on the PC.
Let's have that over there as well.
Of Insomnia. If you come with me back here, there's actually a bring your own computer room where you and a bunch of friends can come and play LAN games on the PC together. It's so cool in there, so let me go and show you what it's all about. It looks like it's so much fun in there, and I would love to come here with a bunch of friends one day and just play some computer games for.
Let's speed that up. I want to find out where that motion blur stuff is that I used to use.
PC together. It's so cool in there, so let me go and show you what it's all about.
Just like the rest of it, let's make everything 3 seconds just so the timeline doesn't look so intimidating.
So cool in there, so let me go and show you what it's all about.
Maybe get rid of the cat jigsaw puzzle. Oh yeah, forgot that was part of it.
Like, it's so much fun in there, and I would love to come here with a bunch of friends one day and just play some computer games for hours. And you can even
Oh,
camp here
that'll be
overnight
cool.
too.
We can move that one. Don't need the video for that, just need the audio down there. And then bring the video in for the next part as we cut it anyway.
It looks like it's so much fun in there, and I would love to come here with a bunch of friends one day and just play some computer games for hours. And you can even camp here overnight too. It's just incredible.
Nice, and we can clear that out, and I'll do some kind of outro after, so it looks like, let's bring that back over there because that's the end of that section. Looks like the video is going to be roughly 10 minutes long, which is pretty good for an event sort of video, although the interviews will be cut down a bit. I'm not going to do that tonight though. And yeah, I don't need to have that title in there anymore. So yeah, there we go. That is kind of the outline of the video. That bit's going to be nicely edited like the start, and then going to do a little bit more about the second room in here. So there we go. That was a good 3.5 hours editing. And let's see how far I actually got up to if we include the bits. So 1 minute 54 on that side. And then maybe another 2 minutes. So 3 minutes 54. About 4 minutes of video in about 3.5 hours. So that's pretty good going actually. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I know it was a very different stream compared to usual, but let me know if you did, and if you're watching this on YouTube after it was live, let me know whether you enjoyed this, you know, taking a look at me editing rather than just playing games. Hopefully it was fun, hopefully it was entertaining, hopefully you learned something as well and you got a little bit of a peek behind the scenes. So thanks everyone, appreciate it, and I'll see you all again very soon, and look forward to the full video, which, fingers crossed, if I repeat this process tomorrow, maybe we'll have a finished video that everyone can watch on Friday. That is it. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm off to bed. Goodbye.